What's up everyone, I'm Pamela, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about another Scream theory, whether or not Gale Weathers could ever be Ghostface. But before we get into it, please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future posts. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also become a channel member here if you're interested, and please also go subscribe to my second YouTube channel. Let's get into it. So, could Gale Weathers ever be a Ghostface? I'll start off by saying that this probably will never happen. I don't think that they would ever really go this route, nor would I really want them to. I have no desire to see Gale as Ghostface, and in my opinion, it would kind of tarnish the first 6 movies. But with that being said, if they did make her Ghostface in the future, it would definitely shock me, which is something that you want from these movies, especially at this point, 7 movies later. You definitely want something different and shocking. But like I said, I really don't think that they're ever going to choose to do this. But let's discuss some clues that could potentially point towards Gale being a Ghostface in the future. So first off, in Scream 2, when Randy and Dewey are discussing the rules of a sequel, and they're trying to figure out who the killer is, Randy does throw out Gale's name, and Dewey says, "No way."
How about Gale Weathers?
Gale? A killer?
Why not?
And Randy says, that's what news reporters do. They stage the news.
Isn't it conceivable she's planning her next book? That's what reporters do, Dewey. They stage the news.
And Randy also calls Gale an opportunist.
Well, she is vicious enough.
She's an opportunist.
And I'm sure that Randy is not the only person who would say this about Gale. An opportunist is a person who exploits circumstances to gain immediate advantage. So, you know, she exploited Maureen Prescott, Cotton Weary, Sydney, and in every Scream sequel, she writes another book. It is interesting that Randy suspects Gale because Randy was right in the first movie when he suspected Billy. In the video store scene with Stu, Randy says, "I'm telling you, Sydney's dad is a red herring. It's Billy." He said that guy's got killer written all over him.
He's got killer printed all over his forehead.
So Randy was right in the first movie. Could he have been right in the second movie? In Scream 6, Tara says to her, "Without Ghostface, you're scared you'll fade away."
Or maybe you're just afraid that without Ghostface in your life, you're gonna fade away.
And Gale's face here, after Tara says that, is a little suspicious. In Gale's big chase scene in Scream 6, when she's on the phone with Ghostface, she asks him, "What's your motive this time? You angry at the movies or just trying to stay relevant?" And Ghostface says, "I could ask you the same thing."
Trying to stay relevant.
I could ask you the same.
So Tara called her out in 6, and so did Ghostface. Ghostface also says something like, "You deserve to be punished for all the money you made off of other people's tragedies."
Or maybe you deserve to be punished for all that money you made off the misery of others. Maybe it's time someone made a buck reporting your death.
So that's going back to what Randy said about her being an opportunist. Ghostface also says to Gale, "You would have made a good killer. Cracking under the pressure and turning into Ghostface would have been a great twist."
You would have made a good killer, Gale. Sydney never would have made sense, and Dewey was the fan favorite, but you cracking under the pressure and turning into Ghostface would have been a great twist.
Which is also kind of like what Quinn said during Mindy's rules scene. Quinn said, "What if the trauma made one of you snap?"
What if the trauma you all went through caused one or more of you to snap?
So that's kind of like what Ghostface says to Gale. Gale cracking under the pressure and turning into Ghostface would be a good twist. Ghostface also says, "You never got to be the leading lady, did you? It was all about Sydney." So not only would Gale want to stage the news to stay relevant, but she's also jealous of all the attention that Sydney has always received over her. What if Dewey's death really made Gale snap? She doesn't have a lot in her life. We find out in Scream 6, she says that her parents sucked, and we never see or hear a mention of her family throughout the entire franchise. She even says to Sam, you can make one person your family. So what if losing Dewey really set her off, made her snap, and without Dewey anymore, she has nothing else to live for? Maybe the anniversary of Dewey's death triggered her and set her off. Maybe she was a secret Ghostface in Scream 6. Or maybe, what if she's leading the cult of Ghostfaces? You guys know, I think Stu Mocker is the one leading a cult of Ghostfaces. I still fully believe that. I think that's going to be revealed in Scream 7. But that also kind of depends on if Neve Campbell's going to return, because Matthew Lillard has said before that he will only come back if Neve comes back. So let's say Neve and Matthew aren't going to return. And what if they make Gale the leader of the cult? So she doesn't actually act as Ghostface and never wears the costume, never does any of the physical work, but she's like the mastermind leading this cult so that she can stage the news and stage these crimes and she can stay relevant. That actually would be pretty crazy. I mean, let's not forget that Gale has always been a cutthroat person.
Well, she is vicious enough.
Dewey has always kind of been the one to keep her grounded and make her level-headed and empathetic towards other people. And like I said, without Dewey, she has nothing else to live for except for her career and staying relevant. So what if she's leading the cult and staging the news? So that's it for today. That is my Gale Weathers theory. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on all of this. Would you like to see Gale as a Ghostface? Do you think it would be a great twist? Do you hate the idea? Do you think it would ruin past Scream movies? Let me know down below. Please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future theories like this one. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also become a channel member here if you're interested, and please also go subscribe to my second YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.